Okay, in this video I just wanted to talk about the DJI Neo 2, and it's a bit of a strange release for this one. It's we've got the teaser that telling us that on Thursday we've got news coming about it, but in reality we already have everything. We've got a full user manual for it. It's been released in China for kind of nearly over a month now. We've got stores kind of selling it, and there have been pages taken down and things. So it's a bit of a strange one. I'm assuming just like next Thursday it's going to be, you can actually buy it now. The main thing I was kind of interested to see was kind of the price for it. So I mean, like the original Neo, I'd be looking at getting the Fly More combo for what was originally $449. And there's a couple of stores out there like Banggood doing selling it for $440. The new Neo, you can see it's the new one because it's got the new transmission unit there, and they're doing it for $440, but it's not actually available in the UK. So that sounds like it will be somewhere around the kind of same price. So that's quite good. I think if it's under 500, I probably will get the Fly More combo. And I'm kind of coming at it as somebody that has I've got the DJI Mini Pro 3. If you watch this channel, you've probably seen I've done a few videos about it, and I really like that. I like that drone. It's really good. It's I use it for kind of events. I do some property stuff with it, so some paid work. I do some personal projects with it as well. But I kind of like the idea of getting into kind of some FPV stuff, and I would like to use it for kind of work. I feel like the quality on the Neo is not going to quite be good enough indoors. I think it's one of those sensors and one of those cameras that it probably looks great outside, but then in reality inside it's probably not that good. But I'm still quite interested in it to kind of give it a go, because for me the Avata is just a bit too big, and I don't think that would really work for me. So whereas this is, in comparison, it's a bit of a kind of smaller investment. It's quite an easy fail-safe drone that you could knock it about a few times and it shouldn't get too damaged. I mean, I always get care refresh anyway, so I can kind of send it away if I do smash it to pieces. But it's it looks like a good little drone to use. It fits in a nice weight class in the UK, even with prop guards and stuff on. And as I say, the full instructions and everything are kind of out for it, so we know they're kind of all the weights, all the accessories, all the specs, everything is in this. It's just a full a full instruction guide. It's got 100 pages. I'll link to this if you haven't seen it, but it's basically just the full instructions. But what I have seen today that's quite interesting, one gripe that people kind of have with the Neo 2, that again it's not even released here, but the issue people are saying is that it doesn't have the manual mode that the original one had, so kind of more like a manual FPV mode. And that would be a bit of a shame if it doesn't have that. But then today I've seen people say that the firmware has been updated. So like on the original one, they update the manual every time the firmware gets updated. So you can see in here it's V1.2, so when things get added, they'll add it in there. And if you look through the manual, you could look at manual mode. I'm pretty sure it's called manual mode in there. Yeah, there we go. So manual mode is classic FPV aircraft control mode. And in the new one, we don't have this. But then, like I say, the apparently a firmware update's just been pushed for it, and that firmware update does have manual mode. So with any luck, this user manual, if all of that's true, I didn't see that from an official source. It was just something I'd seen. If all of that's true, then that will just pop up in the manual, and I kind of feel like that's probably one of the things they want in there before it goes to market, so that people don't have that issue with it. It's just kind of here it is, it's ready to go, it's got manual mode, everybody's happy, apart from the people that wanted a bigger camera in it, which I think was quite a few people. But they do have the Avata as the higher resolution version of it, so it's not too much of a gripe. Like I say, from me, it would be a bit of an entry level into FPV. If I can do a bit of work with it, that would be really cool. Because a lot of it just ends up on social channels and things like that. It's not going onto 4K displays or anything. So by the time I've kind of done all the editing, rendered it, and the rest of it, the quality doesn't have to be incredible to go into some of the channels that some of the stuff that I do goes out to. And I've still got my Mini 3 Pro for other stuff, so there's no kind of problem there for me. And yeah, I'd just like to kind of give it a bit of a try really. I sort of feel like it looks like a really good little unit. Like the flyaway problem you'd hope has kind of been a bit resolved with this new transmission unit. I like the I like the FPV goggles, and I like the motion controller with it. I've had a quick go on a previous one, and I do think it's a good little unit, especially for the money. Like the original one being kind of under £500 for a full FPV package is pretty affordable, to be honest. And the flight time on this one seems slightly improved, so that's quite nice, really. But I mean, let me know your kind of thoughts on it, and what you feel are kind of like the pros and cons of the Neo 2. I think for me, I'm kind of pretty sold on giving it a try, to be honest, and sort of seeing what it's like. But yeah, let me know in the comments kind of your thoughts. And yeah, that was it really. It was just a kind of thought about it before it kind of goes live, and we actually see it get launched in the other countries.